Good morning, everybody. It is June 23rd. Just got out of Roan High Knob shelter. Stayed there last night because I was cold and I didn't feel like doing any more hiking. It was all good. So, got a little bit longer of a day today to make up for the miles I didn't do yesterday. So I got to do 16.8 to get down into State Road 19E, like I was saying, because I have a bunk reserved at Mountain Harbor Hostel. I definitely want to check that place out before I keep moving, because it was cool when I stopped in yesterday, but I want to get the full experience. I want to get the breakfast, I want to get all that jazz. So we're gonna walk. Obviously the clouds are sucked in the top of the mountain here again. Not unexpected. I hope they burn off a little bit before I start getting to the balds. But first goal of the morning is to get to Carver Gap, which is 1.5 miles from the shelter. I'm getting there because I did have coffee, and it's going to start knocking before long. And Carver's Gap has a privy, so we'll get rolling. And if I see anything cool, you'll be the first to know. I can hear some heavy machinery down there, but this is a beautiful section of trail. Just came from that direction. Walking behind Retro, she's up there. Just met her last night up at the shelter, but they got some nice moss-covered boulders. All these really, really young spruces. All this undergrowth. This is pretty. This is really pretty. But I'm gonna keep going. Getting close to Carver's Gap. So, I still can't get over the way these woods smell. It's incredible, man. Look at this. Look at this. All those little spruces. I mean, it's cold this morning. It's not even 60 degrees. I think it's like 58. And yeah, I got a late start this morning, around 8:30, because I got up at 5:30. It was too cold. I had to put on these wet clothes again. I was not walking when it was 42 degrees. It was 47 inside of the shelter. There was actually a thermometer on the wall inside of the shelter. So I was not hiking in that. I'm not risking hypothermia for the sake of an earlier start. It's not going to happen. But I still got enough of a good start. You know, had my coffee, had a good breakfast. So now I just got to chug on and crank through these miles today. It shouldn't be a problem. The grid today looks pretty reasonable. There's 1 or 2 climbs today, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. There may be 2 miles total, so it's extremely doable. But I'm just liking the hike so far today. It's peaceful. The birds are chirping. Keep running into tons of people, you know, for a Wednesday morning. There's a lot of people hiking today, but then again, technically it is summer now. You know, the 21st was the start of summer, the summer solstice. So I assume I'll be seeing much more of that going forward. At least until I get to possibly Pennsylvania, something like that. Maybe even farther north into New Jersey or all the way up to Connecticut, because Vermont and Connecticut, I'm shooting for getting there mid-August, mid to late August. But that is an adventure all of its own, so we shall see. But I'm going to quit rambling. I'm going to get walking, and I'll check in if I see something cool. Well, as you can see right there, right next to that tar truck, that is another North Carolina border. So we're still bouncing back and forth between Tennessee and North Carolina for a little while longer. What I need to do right now is figure out which direction this trail is going to go and take me, because I see 3 different paths. And I'm not sure which one it is to get to the top of this bald. But I'm gonna figure it out and I'll get back with you. State Marine Shelter, US 19E, 14.8 miles. 14.8. That is the goal for the day. He's heading over there. Lots of cool stuff here. But anyway, like I said, I got to get back hiking. So we'll head up here and see where there's a blaze. If not, we're going to turn around and see where we got to go. Well, Bald is trying to give us a view.
Yeah.
We got a nice little glimpse ahead. Looks like we got to go down and then back up. There's another path right there. And that's going to be, I think, up onto Bald. Bald, I think so. Maybe, yeah. But either way, miles ain't gonna walk themselves. There ain't nothing left to do but to do it. So I'll check back in with you. Now this is beautiful. Coming down off a Roan Bald, found a big old patch of just a whole bunch of flame azaleas, which, by the way, is actually what they're called. And of course, there's a view down there. Still some cloud cover. So the Bald I'm going to be climbing up and over has some clouds up there. So I hope it'll burn off by then. But yeah, those flame azaleas are gorgeous. And of course, you know, you get a good look at them and see the color of them matches their name perfectly. It's absolutely on fire. And of course, right here, gigantic trekking pole for reference. Blueberry bushes all over the top of these balds. Almost every single one I've hit is that. But man, I love the color of these things. And graze lilies, that's something that I want to be able to see, but I don't think they're going to be blooming while I'm up here. That's another pretty flower that's native to this area. And very endangered, like a lot of other things that are in this climate, this particular microclimate, I guess if you want to call it. There's not much like this around this area. But, and as always, I'll bring it back as soon as I see something cool. Here's the top of Bald. A really good view down this direction. Really good view. So, still got a bit of climbing to do. Gotta go up over that bump over there, but we're gonna make it. It's gonna be pretty. Because it is a gorgeous day. I am so happy I'm up here. Weather's beautiful, sunny, clouds are burning off. Might have to worry a little bit about sunburn, but I got sunscreen this time around, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But either way, we're gonna keep climbing because holy geez, I am loving every second of this. Loving every second of this. We'll get this next bald up here. I can't remember what it's called offhand, but we'll get some good pictures up there. Looks like if I'm lucky, we'll have tons of panoramic views. But until I get there, I keep walking down these little thin paths at the top, as everybody should. Don't take those little side paths that people make off to the side, because I mean, this place is special for a reason. So don't trample on everything and ruin a good thing. Oh yeah. Not going any farther than this. What is this? There's a sign here. Jane Bald, 5,807 feet. I'm still almost 500 feet lower than I was this morning. And I don't think I'm going to see 6,000 again for quite some time. If ever again, I'm not sure. Maybe up in New Hampshire. But until I get there, it's just going to be you, me, and this adventure that I'm on. An adventure it is, absolutely. Could not be any happier. Okay, I think I'm on the wrong trail. I get to cut across here. I'm going to do exactly what I told nobody to do a second ago. Do as I say, not as I do. Go to this rock over here. See if I can get a good picture of the valley. That's steep. Got some more flame azaleas down there. And a lovely view of this valley and this rock. And all these little flowers that grow just on these open rocks that I've seen. They don't really take much soil, but I've only ever seen them in the open. But if I keep stopping to look at all this pretty stuff, I'm not going to get where I need to go tonight. So I'm going to shut up and keep walking until I get up to there. Whatever bald that may be called. I'll check in as soon as I know the name when I get to the top. So here goes. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. These balds are pretty. These balds are really pretty. So apparently that one I pointed to before is not actually on the trail. That's a 0.6 mile side trail up to Grassy Bald. And I'm not doing that today because I still have to go about another 13.7 to get to where I'm going tonight. It's about 10:15 right now, and I gotta keep walking. And I'm loving all these views this morning, believe me. I'm loving it. But I'll check back. Okay, so now I am currently standing at a crossroads. Over there is the Blue Blaze that goes up to Grassy Bald. And there's Hayden and Retro's packs. Those are the two folks that stayed in the shelter with me last night. Apart from Matt and Josh, the other section workers. So I gotta go this way. So sorry, Grassy Ridge Bald, not just Grassy Bald. Grassy Ridge Bald is up there. So I'm gonna keep going this way because I got 12.6 to go. Less than I thought. That's always a great feeling. That's always a great feeling. Believe me. I think you've already gone farther than you thought. But it gets tight in here. There's rocks and they're wet, so I gotta try and keep them footing. So I'll put the camera up for a little while. Well, I found one. This is a Gray's Lily. Not very big, but they are pretty. Yep, there we go. Very pretty. And this is a super, super tight section of trail here. So I'm not gonna record too much, but I'm happy I found that. Graze lily, nice. Well, hello, girly. Hey, sweetie. She's just in there doing her thing. Yep, I see you too. Neat. Really neat. So, I'm gonna keep walking my way. She's gonna keep walking hers. I love it. I love it. Such a pretty animal. Beautiful deer and some beautiful woods. Just making this day so much better. So nice. Okay, so I made it to the Stan Murray shelter. It's a small one. It looks like it's built nice. It has a new roof at least. So I'm just taking a break, filtering some water. Water's down that direction, down this little trail. Very, very, very steep. About 200 yards down. Whew, that was steep. But had to fill up because I think my next good water source is in like 5 miles. I have 11.1 left to do. It's about 11:15 in the morning. And today is just great. Today is gorgeous. I mean, we got the blue sky up there finally. Got some sun coming down, filtering through the trees. I'm loving it. Might pop a snack here, might not. I'm not sure yet, but one way or another, I'm going to take it easy. Then I'm going to keep rolling because that's what I'm going to do today. I got 6 hours to do 11.1 miles, and considering the last 6 of it is downhill, cake, total cake. So the reason I say I got 6 hours to do that time is because at 5 o'clock my bunk reservation down at Mountain Harbor expires, and I'd probably have to end up tenting because if they don't sell that bunk out for the night. But I'm going to make it. We're going to have a great day, and I'm going to keep rolling. So I'll catch you down the trail. So I'm sitting down to drink some water, and I look over and see that my trail family was here. So you got, of course, mountain goat, patches, rabbit, clover, and make sure you take a disco day. Everybody knows who that is. So yeah, it looks like a bunch of them decided to sign it. I am Groot, obviously is Groot. Yeah, good stuff. It's cool finding little tidbits of people here and there. I've still been trying to keep an eye out for the Chronicles of Sarah, which I will have to explain at some other point in time. But they're funny. I've seen 2 so far. But yep. So I'm gonna pack my stuff back up again and get rolling. It was cool seeing that. And that's the way we gotta go. So we dropped down off those balds and out of Roan High Knob, well below 6,000 feet again. And you can see clearly the forest is totally different now. Totally, totally different. Yeah. It's hardwoods and underbrush again. So they weren't kidding when they said that's a globally rare ecosystem, a globally rare kind of forest down there. Or up there, I should say, on top of the balds, those spruce fir forests. Very different, very special. But it's all part of the adventure. The things that change, the things we see every single day. And I'm gonna keep walking. Just wanted to point that out. This is the kind of stuff that I'm hiking into. Beautiful forest. Green, quiet, birds chirping. No place else I'd rather be. Okay, so I just made it to Yellow Mountain Gap, which I don't know if you can read it, so I'll read it out loud. So Appalachian Trail, Yellow Mountain Gap. Yellow Mountain Gap is the junction of the Appalachian Trail and the historic Bright's Trace route used by the Overmountain men to cross the mountains en route to the Revolutionary War battle at Kings Mountain, North Carolina. The Blue Blaze Side Trail leads 0.2 miles to a barn, which has been renovated to shelter Appalachian Trail hikers. Keep right at forks in the trail and turn right into the gravel road, which leads to the shelter. So, unfortunately, the shelter is now awful. I mean, it's been condemned. You can camp near it. There's privy and stuff like that down there. One of the few Tennessee shelter areas that actually still has a privy. But yeah, I'm not going to go down there. I know a couple folks who have stayed down there said it's absolutely gorgeous. So maybe someday I'll come back down and do it, because this is the Pisgah National Forest. And there's a trail, I guess, that runs right up to it from down there. Yellow Mountain Gap, 1780. Trying to see it where the reflection won't be too bad. Anyway, you can pause it if you want to read it, but I gotta keep rolling up there. That's the trail I gotta keep climbing, up and over. I think I'm heading up to that bald up there today too. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure, but the valley, it looks off. This is beautiful. This is the breeze, everything else. That's, I believe, big grassy bald, or one of the others. Over there, it's another bald I climbed over this morning. Dipped down. You can see in the valley down there, we zoom in, that is actually Overmountain Shelter that I just walked past a little while ago. That does look like a gorgeous place to set up camp and you know, overlook this valley for the night. Man, that would have been great. But unfortunately, because of the rain and everything, I was actually planning on staying down there last night. But things sometimes don't work out the way you plan. But this has been a gorgeous day of hiking, regardless. It's about 12:30 right now. I think I got about 9 miles to go. So we're definitely on schedule. So I'm pretty sure I gotta go up this area, and like I said, I'm pretty sure we pop over to, let me get the screen again. I'm pretty sure we're heading up over there today, and then dipping down after that, like 6 miles down into Roan Mountain, Tennessee again. But I'm gonna keep going up this path right here, up the hill, and see what we can see, because I know there's gotta be more views than that. Well, that down there is where we came from, up that path, down where the two good old boys are heading down. Those are some funny dudes. Talked with them for about 10 minutes, but this is almost to the top of Little Hump Mountain, but it's pretty good. It is pretty good. Not quite a 360 from here, but I'm sure I'll see one at the top. But I'm loving it today. I'm absolutely loving it today. That breeze feels so good. The temperature's perfect, the weather's perfect, the clouds keep coming over, thankfully. Block a bit of the sun. But it's just a good day to have a good day. And I'm gonna watch my footing on here because it is slick. But we're gonna get up to the top here and see what we can see, because this day just keeps getting better and better. Got one more climb for the day. Gotta dip down into here and climb up onto Big Hump, and Then it's downhill for the rest of the day. So let's get up there. I am so glad that I can take you on this journey with me. So glad. I mean, that's not even the best view that I think I'm gonna have today. Like, the best view is gonna come off of that bad boy. That's Big Hump Mountain. So, got a bit of a dip and then a climb up. So let's see where my feet can take me today. I mean, how could you not like this? That. Damn. That's pretty. That's pretty. I love this. Every morning I'm thankful that I've had this opportunity, because it doesn't get any better. I did just want to say that this right here is another native wildflower that I guess is super rare up here, according to the gentleman I was talking with before. So it's actually a wild member of the clematis family. It's called a vase vine leather flower. So I got a picture of one that was open. I'll stick that in a video here when I get editing it tonight. And then you'll be able to see what I saw. Cool little flower. This is a super tight path. I hate these little ridges that form, the ruts that form, because you literally have to put one foot in front of the other. And I keep tripping over my damn feet whenever I'm trying to walk and talk. So I'm gonna shut up. I just wanted to show you those flowers. And I gotta keep walking. I managed to find some more right off the trail here. Again, those are Gray's lilies. Super, super rare. Native only to this area, from what I gather. And, you know, rare almost to the point of being extinct. There's one right there. There's a couple down here. They're spread through this meadow here and there. Beautiful flowers. Absolutely beautiful flowers. Oh, this is a mucky, nasty mess. Yeah. Sloppy, gross, nasty. Ah, bollocks. Yep, that got me. Whatever. Yeah. Gray lilies? Yep, I love seeing them up here. There's a couple more here and there. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I just went almost, middle of my shoe deep in there, so heads up. But yeah, so good to see some of those flowers, and that is where we're going. 0.2 down to the bottom of the gap there, right there, and then 0.9 up. So I'll check back with you once I get to the top of that bad boy. So I stopped to snap a couple pictures of this particular Gray's lily. And before I could realize what had happened, a hummingbird zipped up, looked at it, zipped away. This place is so cool. That said, this 0.9 up Big Hump, that is one spicy meatball. I was not expecting the climb to be over 700 feet per mile grade. That's like twice anything I've done today. And there's no switchbacks up here because they have to protect the habitat for the Gray's lily and other stuff up here. So it's a rough one. But I'll show you where we came from. Down there, down there, down there. We came back out of the woods about there. Probably see a little cut across down there. But we gotta keep going up and over this sucker. So I'll check back in when I get to the top. Okay, so I just got down off of Hump Mountain. Made it to the top of that bad boy. That was not as fun as I was hoping, but it was done. I mean, I got it up there. I didn't film up there because there was a whole bunch of folks that were just hanging around, and but they snapped a couple pictures, so I'll zip them into the film here when I edit this evening, just like before. But now we're rolling. I'm gonna flip you around for a second. And it is literally all downhill from here. Like 4.6, 4.7 miles to 19E. It's about 2:30 right now, so I'm shooting to get down there for about 4 o'clock. It's all downhill. I can cruise going downhill pretty well. Let's see what this is. Houston Ridge. Memory of Stanley A. Murray. I'm assuming that's the Stan Murray Shelter. You can pause that if you want to read it. I'm going to keep rolling down here. It's this rocky crap I'm not a fan of. And yeah, I'm probably going to end up putting my shoes in the washer again at night. But it's what we have to suffer through to do the things we love. I guess I'm going to speak up now because I'm sorry about the wind noise. It's breezy up on this side of the ridge. Real breezy. I would not rather be anywhere else. I say it all the time, and I'm going to tell you again. I am jealous of no man, woman, or child at this point in time. Living my dream. Just getting a look out on all God's beauty out here. I mean, where else would I rather be? Nowhere. Nowhere at all. But I'm gonna roll down this hill for a while. Hopefully not actually roll down this hill, but you know what I meant. And I'll catch up with you in a bit. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I look around. I think Julie Enders would love it up here. Nice rolling hills. Beautiful scenery in every direction. Yeah, it ain't the Alps, but I'll take it. I will take it. Little fence crossing. I think there's like 2 more of these coming down. Just go whoop, turny turn, back around, and back onto the trail. It's a sad fact of life. Looks like Coyote's got that fawn. That's unfortunate. But that's how things work out here. Everything's got to eat. That sucks. You like seeing fawns in the spring, that's for sure. But I don't know. There's always a number of them that don't make it. Oh, I gotta watch my footing again. It's getting steep. Pretty sure I just came up on Doll Flats. If not, I'm really close, but I got something else for you. After bouncing back and forth across the state border dozens of times, I can officially say I'm done with North Carolina. Hell yeah. That's 2 states down. Tennessee will be done here in another couple days. And then I'm in my home state of Virginia for about a month. Can't wait. Feels good knocking out another state. Okay, so I had to stop to retie my shoes. It's the first time my shoes have come undone. But I'm just leaving Doll Flats. We are now officially 100% in Tennessee. And I have 3 miles to go for the day to get to 19E. It is 3:30. I have to be there by 5. I could cruise if I wanted to. I'm probably going to try and shoot to get there by about 4:30. It is downhill. There's a lot of roots. There's a lot of rocks. My feet are really starting to bark at me. But I'm going to make it. I'm going to get a bunk for the night. I'm going to get a shower, do some laundry, dry out all the stuff that I'm still wearing because I never dried out from the rain yesterday. It's cold as hell when I put it on this morning. And it's time to just feel fresh and clean to start my next stretch. This has been a rather little problematic section for me between, the technical difficulties and hurting my leg and getting off trail for, 6-7 days. So that's behind me. We're good. Now it's onward and upward, straight to Maine. And again, thank you so much for coming with me. I'm so happy that you're following with me on my journey, because I am all too happy to share with anybody who wants to hear my story. Let's get back to walking. I have my head down looking at my feet, following the trail, and I almost missed this. This is one big rock. That's probably 40 foot up there. That goes up probably about another 60. This is a big old boulder. Real big. Anyway, 2.5 to go. It is 3:41. Gonna keep rolling. So I gotta say, I'm about a half mile from US 19 East. Ultimate goal is 0.2 miles down 19E to Mountain Harbor Hostel. But I will say one thing. This camp spot in here, this is gorgeous. There's streams there. There's a stream running right here. It's low. There'd probably be a buttload of mosquitoes, but apart from that, this place is, this is legitimately pretty. Water source right there. A stream. Looks like there are tent sites over there if somebody wanted to cross a creek, but apart from this little bridge here, which could be a little better. That's not cool. Anyway, it's a pretty little spot. This is really, apart from that big old boulder up there, is the only other thing of note that I've seen here. Oh, I take it back. You cannot camp over there. That looks like private property. Forget I said that. So, I'm gonna keep walking. It smells like horses. Okay, this place went from a solid 8 to like a 3. I would not want to smell horses all night long. I like them, but that smells like poop. I'll keep walking. Check in with you once I get to Mountain Harbor. Okay, the time is 4:32. I've made it back onto 19E. I'm currently walking the 0.2 of a mile to Mountain Harbor Hostel because I got a bunk tonight. I got a bunk, I got a hot shower, I got laundry. Apparently they have a food truck on the premises that's absolutely fire. So I can't wait for that. And yeah, today was an awesome day. Today was an awesome day. Couldn't be happier. But I'll check back in as soon as I get situated. Okay, so had dinner, got showered, got changed. I'm doing some laundry. Sitting right next to a nice little fire ring here. But yeah, so this is essentially the gist of Mountain Harbor Hostel. I mean, this is the bunkhouse I'm staying like there tonight, up there. Got one of the small bunks in the loft. I got a nice seating area out here. Music playing. The yellow trailer right there is actually a food truck. Their food is fire. It's so good. I had pig wings, which is like pretty much pig like shanks, deep fried like a chicken wing, and then they put it was kind of a spicy bourbon barbecue sauce on it. It was amazing. But yeah, apart from that, they got a little resupply around the corner. I would get up and show you, but I'm currently resting with my disgusting feet on a Ziploc bag full of ice because, yeah, it was one of those days and my puppies are barking. Oh, the other thing, up in that house there is actually the main bed and breakfast. So the rooms are a little bit more expensive. They're private, you know, got a lot more stuff. But in the morning, for 13 bucks, there is an all-you-can-eat breakfast, which I'm told is possibly the best breakfast on the trail. So that's why I decided to pop in here for the night instead of just continuing on. But that being said, I am just enjoying myself. Like I said, sitting around a little fire pit. I just stoked it to keep it going. There's a creek that runs right pretty much through here. They're doing some renovations, so it's not perfect, but it's looking good. This is a really cool little place. They got shuttles, several shuttles, to bring you to pretty much anywhere up to and including Damascus, if you feel like spending the money to get up there. But yeah, when I went up yesterday to Hughes Gap, the shuttle that they brought myself and the youth pastor up was an old limo. You saw that, so that was pretty cool. But they got yeah, SUVs. They got like a old party bus they converted into a shuttle, but very reasonably priced. I mean, for the bunk and the breakfast, it's 43 bucks. Laundry's included, shower. You don't have to pay anything extra for that. Just a solid all-around hostel. I'm a big fan of here, so I would highly recommend it. 10 out of 10 so far. The food was great. Actual linens and mattresses upstairs. My mattress has a bit of a list to it, so I'm gonna be like sliding off the side all night, but I can't complain at all. It's so much better than the bad night's sleep I had last night. I just tossed and turned inside of the shelter. I think because the shelter was entirely enclosed, that there wasn't any noise, and without anyway, like I was saying before, my alarm rudely interrupted me. That was my alarm for my laundry, by the way. I gotta go check that in a minute as soon as my feet stop hurting. But yeah, so I think because there was no noise in the shelter, we did close the door and everything, and it was locked up tight last night. It still got damn cold, but the noise, there was just no noise, so I tossed and turned a whole lot. No air movement, no noise. Which, pros and cons. It was warm. It definitely was a lot warmer than it could have been. But that said, yeah, it's just woke up too cold this morning. All my clothes were still wet, so I slept in. Didn't get on the trail until 8:30, so I kind of scooted in here, kind of by the skin of my teeth for my reservation for this evening. Got up here at like 4:34. So, but I made it. I'm gonna keep sitting here, and I don't know if I'll record anything else tonight because the bunk is open. So there's two of the people up there with me. I might do some editing, but I don't think I'm gonna do any more filming. So I'm gonna sit here, enjoy my adult beverage of choice for the evening, Bell's Two Hearted IPA, Delicioso, and then I'm going to enjoy a Gatorade, and then I'll have that bottle handy for future need if I don't feel like getting out of my tent at night, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's all I got for tonight, but thanks again for following along and watching today. Today was a beautiful day. 16.8 miles from Roan High Knob shelter down to US Route 19E, and then another 0.2 down the road to get here to Mountain Harbor. Bed and breakfast, bread bed and breakfast / hostel. So again, 10 out of 10. I would very much recommend this place if you're just gonna be stopping through, doing a little bit of hiking in the Roan Highlands. Definitely stay here. They book up pretty quick. Like there was only 2 bunks left when I made my reservation yesterday morning. So yeah, give them a call. They'll help you out. They'll hook you up. But unless I check back in, this is probably a good evening. So have a great one, and I'll catch you in the morning.